Have you ever marveled at a chef's plate that looks stunning, almost effortless, but has just a few perfectly chosen ingredients on it? That's the power of minimalist design. But how do you achieve that same elegance without your plate looking empty or uninspired? Minimalist plating might look simple, but it's anything but easy. But just like any creative endeavour, be it music, art or sport, thinking something is simple usually shows a lack of understanding of the topic. And minimalist plating can be just as misunderstood, and in my opinion, often falls foul to the Dunning-Kruger effect. We sometimes think something looks easy until we try it ourselves. Then hidden complexities become very, very clear. It takes skill and intentionality to create a dish that's both visually striking and absolutely delicious. So how do you master this delicate balance? There is risk in the less is more minimalistic concept, as sometimes diners might feel that less can be lacking something at best, or at worst, it's the chef being lazy or mean. So in this video, we're going to break down the minimalistic plating and explore 5 key techniques that will make your dishes shine. Let's start with what minimalistic plating actually is, and what it isn't. Minimalist plating is about prioritizing the essential flavors and the visual impact of a dish. A minimalistic plate is stripped to its core purpose, showcasing the beauty of a few select ingredients in their purest form. This may involve using limited components, celebrating natural colours, and focusing on simple but impactful arrangements. It avoids excess that could overshadow the star of the dish. What it's not is an excuse to give the diner small portions. Minimalism is about artistry, not austerity, and it's also definitely not a free pass on your creativity. Paring down your elements doesn't mean your dishes need to be boring. It just means you need to have even more creativity about showcasing those select ingredients in a visually arresting and delicious way. Minimalist plating often embraces the quiet power of empty space. It might seem deceptively simple, but using negative space intentionally is a key technique to elevating your dishes. Think about your plates as a painter does their canvas. A clean, neutral background lets your ingredients become the star of the show. Don't feel pressured to cover every inch of the plate. Smaller, thoughtfully arranged portions create a sense of elegance and let distinct flavours shine through without the ingredients becoming muddled or overpowering each other. Playing with negative space helps to create a clear focal point. Arranging your elements slightly off-centre adds a touch of visual interest, adding a sense of movement and intentionality that guides your diner's eye across your design. Remember, the space between your ingredients gives your dish room to breathe. It allows the diner to savour each flavour individually, fully appreciating their unique textures and tastes before experiencing them in a balanced, carefully composed bite. So don't be afraid of negative space. Use it to your advantage and let it enhance the overall harmony and impact of your plating. With standard plating, the urge to fill every inch of space with an extra element can be really strong. However, the true essence of minimalistic styles lies in the ruthless focus on intentionality. Each element on your plate should have a clear purpose, contributing to flavour, visual appeal, or the cohesive narrative of your dish. Challenge yourself before introducing anything new. Does it truly enhance the taste, creating intriguing contrast or beautiful layers of flavour? Does it contribute to the visual composition, adding a pop of colour or textural interest? Does it have the support of overarching inspiration or theme of the dish? If the answer is even the slightest hesitation, just get rid of it. Enhance the simple beauty of your core ingredients. Celebrate their unique forms, their natural colours, and the delicious simplicity they inherently possess. Sauces and garnishes can be powerful tools, but use them with a light touch. Opt for artful drizzles, strategically placed dots, or elegant swirls that complement without overwhelming. Sometimes the exquisite placement of a single vibrant microgreen or a delicate sliver of edible flour can create a sense of wonder far more effectively than a chaotic scattering of less meaningful additions. Want to make sure your dishes look amazing when you try out these techniques? Well, I've put together a totally free Plate Like a Pro checklist that breaks down all these plating tips to help you use things like negative space, colour, and finding balance in your next design. It's got actionable steps and a place to sketch your next creation to help you transform your plating game. Please feel free and very welcome to join our growing Facebook community. It is full of passionate platists like me and includes chefs and other foodies who are on the same visual journey, sharing their successes, asking questions and geeking out over stunning plates. We'd love to have you join in, and you'll find all the links in the description below. Oh, and if you've learned anything from this video and fancy giving it a like, or even better subscribing to the channel, that would be amazing. Minimalist plating isn't just about what you include, but how you arrange it for visual harmony. Finding balance in the placement of your elements is both an art and a skill. Don't be afraid to experiment with asymmetry. By placing your main ingredients slightly off-centre, you can create a sense of movement that guides the diner's eye across the plate in a dynamic way. This keeps things visually interesting while maintaining the feeling of intention and balance. Also, think beyond just flat arrangements. Adding height to your plate with carefully stacked elements or strategically placed garnishes adds to the visual drama and contrast. Just remember that height should be used with purpose, not simply for the sake of it. Colour plays a vital role in balancing a dish too. Contrasting colours, when used strategically, can create a sense of tension and energy. A small but brightly coloured element can effortlessly balance a larger, more neutral ingredient. However, I'll go more into colour later in the video. If you're new to the concept of balancing plating, don't feel overwhelmed. It can seem a bit baffling. It takes time and practice to develop an eye for balance. Perhaps begin with a simple symmetry and a disciplined colour palette. Place your ingredient front and centre, and then thoughtfully add supporting elements and garnishes that enhance the visual experience, but only if it benefits the dish. Over time, your eye for visual balance will develop, allowing you to create truly stunning and harmonious plates. This plating style is all about letting the food be the star. It's about celebrating the flavours, the ingredients, and the whole idea behind your dish. Every time you choose a plate or decide where to put those perfect vegetables, think about how it tells the story of what you're saying. First, figure out the mood that you're going for. Is your dish super fresh and seasonal? Maybe a textured, natural looking plate helps set the tone. Going for something modern and exciting? Well, a simple sleek plate could be the perfect backdrop. The key is to find a plate that complements your dish, not one that competes with it. Remember, with minimalism, you're not trying to hide anything. Choose the best ingredients you can and don't be afraid to let them speak for themselves. Avoid unnecessary garnishes or anything that feels too fussy. If it doesn't add to the taste or help with the story of your dish, it doesn't need to be there. Explore outside the culinary world for your inspirations. Consider how architects play with space and structure, or how abstract painters create impact with minimal elements. The same principles of balance, line and texture translate beautifully to the plate. Just let your mind wander and explore some of those connections. True minimalist plating doesn't sacrifice artistry. It demands focus and clarity, and requires that you showcase your main idea with confidence. It's okay to start simple and add touches here and there if it really makes sense for the dish. Remember, as with cooking, it's easier to add elements than it is to take them away. So start simply and add complexity only when it truly elevates the diner's experience. Focus on what matters most, the delicious visual experience you're creating for your diners. Colour can be your secret weapon. Used wisely, it can spotlight certain ingredients, provide contrast, or tie your entire dish together with a single vibrant thread. The key is to be intentional. Choose a single dominant colour as the star of your palette. It might be something that complements the main ingredient, or perhaps creates a stunning contrast. Make sure your chosen colour works in harmony with the plate itself. A bright, bold hue might sing against a simple white background, while a muted, earthy tone might be a perfect fit on a more natural, textured-looking plate. Again, don't forget the plate is part of the design. High contrast can be incredibly effective. A single, unexpected pop of colour, a bright garnish, a touch of vibrant coloured sauce can jolt the eye awake and draw attention to a specific element. Or you could try going for my personal favourite and experiment with monochromatic plating, or using a single colour family in your design. But word of warning, this can be super tricky, so I would recommend watching my video here on colour theory, which I'll link here or in the description below. When selecting your starting colour, think about the mood and message you want your dish to convey. Is it something fresh and summery? Maybe yellows or citrus-inspired greens would fit the bill. Or perhaps you're going for something cosy and warm. In that case, deep reds or rich greens could set the perfect tone. Just remember, with minimalism, even bold colour choices should be used sparingly and with purpose. So how do chefs achieve that perfect balance in minimalism? Plates that feel elegant but never empty, deliberate and never lacking. The best minimalistic chefs understand that it's not about deprivation, it's about intentionality. Every single element on the plate has a purpose. They use negative space as a powerful design tool, celebrating the beauty of their chosen ingredient. They carefully select colours that complement, contrast and even enhance the flavours of the dish. They master balance and visual harmony, guiding your eye to a delicious adventure around the plate. Minimalism, at its core, is about focus. It's about showcasing the essence of your dish with clarity and confidence. Remember, less is more, but only when that less is extraordinary. So, choose the finest ingredients and let them shine. And use the techniques we've explored to create plates that are as captivating in their simplicity as they are in their taste. Ready to take your minimalist plating to the next level? To successfully master your elegant composition and exact proportions will take more than just a good idea. You need the right tools to bring your vision to life. So stick around for this video where we deep dive into the essential chef's toolkit that you can use to help you with your minimalist plating. Think delicate tweezers for perfect ingredient placement, squeeze bottles for artful sauces, and spatulas designed to create clean lines and stunning textures. We'll cover all the tools that help you achieve the precision and control that are the hallmarks of stunning minimalist dishes. So as always, thanks for watching and keep creating dining tables worth telling.